Morning everyone, hope you're all doing well. Today I just wanted to talk through some of the basics, or what I consider basics to have in your stash if you do like gift wrapping. So I'll just go through them bit by bit and hopefully that will help you all. You don't need to have all of it. You certainly don't need to have as much ribbon. I have got a bit of a ribbon obsession, I must confess. But yes, let's go through the basics. Right, first of all, a good pair of scissors. I mean, these ones I bought before Christmas, so this did Christmas for me. These were £2 from Poundland, so not expensive and have been perfect. I can tell that they're going now, so when I'm cutting paper, it's catching as it goes through. I'll try and sharpen them, but I think they may end up being relegated to being kitchen scissors. But they are perfect, and some of the reason for that is I'm a bit naughty and I cut paper and I cut ribbon with the same scissors, and I do use a lot of wired ribbon and that does blunt your scissors. So I've got these from Poundland for £2. I do like a bigger scissor, but I also got these from Wilko's and I think they may have been £3. I think it worked out about £1 a pair, but as you can see, it's all right for little bits, but just not going to get that snip when you're cutting loads of paper and stuff that you would do with a larger pair of scissors. So if you do anything, treat yourself to a new pair of scissors that you just keep for gift wrapping for as long as they're good for you. Sharpen them if you can, but then just relegate them to being normal household scissors. So that's number one. Number two is sellotape, or I prefer to use double-sided tape. So this is just a normal, quite heavy dispenser. I think this was probably from Poundland, The Works, something like that. Just bog standard tape, not branded at all. The double-sided tape that I use is from The Works. Now this did used to be £1 for 4 rolls. But now I believe it's £1.50 for 3 rolls, and you do actually get through it. So 3 rolls sounds a lot, but you get through this a lot quicker than you do a roll of normal tape. Okay, but I find this gives the neatest edges. As you can see, there's try to get no visible tape on show. So double-sided sellotape, I do recommend that. Your ribbon. You can get your ribbon from all over the place, but bear in mind that the kind of stuff that they sell in Poundland, it's usually about 2 meters, sometimes 3 on a roll for £1.50. 2 meters sounds like a lot, but it doesn't actually go that far. It probably, if you've got a shoebox style gift, if you're doing a nice big bow, that may be a whole reel of ribbon. Honestly, yeah, it doesn't go very far. It's not very economical. Where I tend to go most of the time is Costco. I'd go around September time. They bring out their Christmas ribbon. In the UK, they only bring out ribbon at Christmas. I think in the States they may bring it out for the various seasons as well, but certainly not over here. This, for example, is and this is a Costco ribbon. I think when I went September time this year, it was £5.89, and then you had the VAT, so under £8 a roll. But there is just under 50 meters, which, if you think in comparison to the Poundland stuff, 1 roll, choose your colour, will do all of your presents and more. So thoroughly recommend that. I've also recently just done a clearance ribbon haul from the Ribbon Room, so check out that, and they were really good value. I mean, what have I got in here? This one was probably one of my least favourites, but there's 20 meters on here, and this was £1.50. And then this bigger one, again, there's 25 meters on that, which is half the size of a Costco one, and this was just £2.54, so it is cheaper than Costco if you get your ribbon in the clearance. You won't necessarily get all the Christmassy colours. I was looking just for random selections to go for throughout the year. So, and picked up this paper that matches it perfectly. So I will get to use this green ribbon. The other thing you can use, especially when we're using the craft paper, going down a more economical route, is twine. I mean, that makes a beautiful ribbon. You can tie things to it. This you can get in Wilko's for £1, £2. So that's, I mean, God knows how many metres are on there. But, I mean, that will last you for years, I'd imagine. And it's good for the environment. Ribbon is as well. I mean, as you can see here, I recycle ribbons that people have given me on gifts. When I've wrapped family members, like my husband and the boys, they've got no appreciation for ribbon. I will, when we're clearing up all the paper and everything, I will hoik away any ribbon that I've used on their gifts to recycle another time. Just fold it all up like that. With the wire, it's perfect, it just stays in place. It's another gift. So, I mean, that is environmentally better as well. These other ones that I've probably picked up in the sales from, yeah, it's 3 metres there for this tiny little one. I wouldn't have paid £1 for that. But yeah, ribbon, that's another staple. Well, for me, I mean, if you're wrapping lots of children's gifts, you may not feel that ribbons, you want to warrant the time and the expense for your 5-year-old just to rip it off in 30 seconds flat. But I do like ribbon, and I do try and pinch it all back as well. As far as paper and everything's concerned, I tend not to go down sheets of paper route because it's not very, well, it's not at all economical. I mean, this paper is beautiful, and I got this out of Clinton's a couple of years ago. It's got some stags on there. And this was originally £1 a sheet, but I think I went after Christmas and they were reduced to 10p a sheet. And for example, I don't know how big your gifts are. It's just standard shoebox, or standard lady style shoebox. Men's obviously are bigger. And as you can see, one sheet will do one shoebox. So, and also, I mean, it's beautiful. You can't deny it is beautiful paper. But if you've got to join it, we do this. Well, I do gift wrapping at Christmas, and often we use our own paper, which is more of a craft paper. But people do sometimes bring along their own papers, which are personalised. I spend, goodness knows how much they spent on these pieces of paper, but they are very, very thick. And depending on what you're wrapping, and if you need to join it, But also, I mean, I will do a video where I'm using all the different types of papers and go down the ones that you can see for yourself, sort of make a better creases, ends and things like that, and show you this. I mean, it is beautiful, but it is really, really thick, so it will be quite hard to work with. And I don't know how neat you're going to get your stuff, but if you can get your wrapping on a roll rather than a sheet, save you loads of money. And as I say, one sheet doesn't go too far at all. Another good thing to have is tissue paper. You can get this from the pound shop, you can get it from everywhere really. This is quite good if you team it with a cellophane for awkward shaped gifts. So you can sort of layer it up, make a cracker, sweetie style thing. Good padding out hampers, just good all round, adding gift bags just to fluff out the top. It's a good thing to have. Again, obviously I've just mentioned the cellophane is perfect because it's going to give some stability to to awkward shaped gifts, and it is more malleable than paper, so that's a good one. I've also got a standard gift wrap that you find in all the shops at Christmas. It's good, it's cheap. It's not very forgiving. You've got to be quite gentle with it. And also I find with fold and everything, if you don't get things spot on straight away, the colour kind of goes. You see, it's just going white in those corners there where you've made pleats and stuff. But yeah, I mean, everyone's going to be using it, so standard gift wrap. What can I say? The other thing is the old craft paper, and this is a pattern one, and actually a lot of my gifts this year, I'll insert a picture. I used a printed Nutcracker craft one from Primark. Beautiful paper, really lovely to work with, obviously environmentally friendly. Used it with a lot of twine, printed off my own labels on some brown card, so yeah, it did look the part, and that was really cheap. I think this was £1 for 3 meters from Asda. Has got a print on it. Otherwise you can go to Poundland, Post Office, wherever, and just get the normal craft paper. Once you've added a ribbon, it will look stunning. Or you can just go to Twine, add a bauble, some dried fruit, if it's Christmas, other stuff, other times of the years. The other thing I don't tend to use that often, I'm not sure how easy it is to get hold of, is crepe paper. But this is really quite good as well for if you're wrapping bottles, and where you'd use this, and an alternative to when you'd use a tissue paper and cellophane. Obviously this is paper, so this is recyclable, but it has got that malleability, so you can again wrap it with paper. I've done it in another video, and do the old cracker style. I mean, this I got in a set of, they're bright colours actually, as you can see, 7 or 8 colours, including a black. And I got this from Aldi, you know, one of the random middle aisle purchases. Not sure, it might have been £2 or £3, not sure, but it is quite useful, and probably a better way to go if you do prefer the old craft and twine, but you have got awkward shapes to wrap, then I would recommend getting some crepe paper as well. Another biggie to make your wrapping so much easier and your things will look so much better are boxes. They don't have to be purposeful gift boxes, they can be expensive. When I do buy them, I buy them after Christmas when they're in the sale. But anything like this is perfect. I mean, if you're wrapping multiple items in one, obviously it's full of ribbon, that will always give the better finish. So yeah, save your boxes, save your Amazon boxes, save your shoe boxes, save your boxes. It'll make your packing easier. And also you can have some random stuff in there, people won't guess what the presents are, so that's a good way. Another gift idea is save some tins. I went into Primark and these were tins of the biscuits inside. Were originally £5, reduced to £1, but when I went to the till they were actually 50p. So I bought a fair few. Sorry, just really quickly. It does say underneath. Gonna have to peel all these stickers off. It's a packet of biscuits. So there's biscuits in there that you can use. I did actually look at these and they were valid until February 23. So technically you can still buy them 50p and you've got a gift for someone for next year. But what I was going to use them for is my kids, at least, and friends. A lot of the gifts that we gave this year, people were after money or gift cards, and I thought we'll throw a few sweets in there and a gift card. all your money. A few chocolate coins, wrap it up. Got some ribbon to match. If not, just some of the old twine. And that, if you consider you normally have a like little small envelope, that is going to be far better sitting under the tree. 50p, can't go wrong. You're not going to fit too much in there, but you will certainly, it is a really cost-effective way to gift money and gift cards. It's not branded, peeled all the stickers off. It's not even really Christmassy, so you could do it for a birthday if they were having a circus themed birthday, or just you're a star. So yes, save your tins. I appreciate I've got a lot more stuff than most people would have, but at least some of the basics. You don't need ribbon, you can use twine. You don't need double-sided tape, you should tape. Scissors, good scissors are going to be your best friend. They will cut through the cheap wrapping paper. Alternatively, buy your stuff in the sales after Christmas. I've got this roll and another one that I used previously. M&S wrapping paper. It's not Christmassy, I don't know why, it's part of their Christmas stash. 20p a roll. As long as you've got somewhere to put it. This was 10p a sheet. Beautiful. Same with gift boxes, gift bags. Once they're tags, once they're selling them all off after Christmas, as long as you've got somewhere to stash it all in a loft. So there we have it. That's my essentials. Not essential for everybody. Scissors are the best bet. Also, one other thing, where you do your wrapping paper will make the world of difference. I mean, when I'm doing gift wrap at Christmas, where I'm doing a 9-hour shift, and at the beginning my feet ache, but my back doesn't, and I think that's because we're working at a counter height. So for example, here I'm at a breakfast bar. That's perfect. You're not bending over. If you're sitting on the floor, your surface, although you've got a bigger surface area, you're bending forward. You're not working on a hard surface necessarily. So that's going to do you back in. If you've got pets, they're going to be climbing over everything that you're doing on the floor. If you're just using normal sellotape, a dispenser is indispensable rather than sort of biting it off with your teeth and stuff like that. Just use one of these. They're not expensive. I think it's from the Works. There's loads of stuff coming out of it though. I think there's sand inside. That will make a difference. Scissors will make a difference. Everything else you can just roll with. Okay, hope that helps you all or understand what I use when I'm working. Yeah, any comments or what you consider to be essential, just drop it in the comments below. If you could like and subscribe, that would really help me a lot, so I could understand what type of videos people are enjoying, and where to pitch my videos going forward. Okay, just take care everyone, and catch up with you soon. Thank you, goodbye.